This is Chris from needlepointers.com, and today I'd like to share with you an idea for using those fun yo-yos we made a few weeks ago. Several weeks ago, I showed you how easy it is to make yo-yos with these Clover Yo-Yo makers. I have been having fun using a charm pack to make a whole bunch of colorful yo-yos. So, what can we do with these yo-yos? Well, we have a page full of free patterns and project ideas to make with the yo-yos. So click the link in the description of this video for some other ideas. I decided that since my yo-yos were colorful, to use them on towels. If you know me, you know I like to make all kinds of different towels. I don't have a pattern to share with you, but you can use my designs as inspiration to make your own towels or other items. This first towel, I put a larger yo-yo in the center and surrounded it with smaller yo-yos. For these two towels, I made the yo-yos part of a flower garden. I looked through my ribbon and trims stash and found ribbons of different sizes and rickrack to use. I placed various size yo-yos around on the towel and then picked different ribbons to use for the stems and leaves. The ribbons were sewn down with matching threads on either one or two sides, depending on how wide the ribbon was. For the leaves, I looped the ribbon and then sewed it down on like one side partially, and so it sticks out and is more three-dimensional. I also machine stitched around each yo-yo using thread matching the yo-yo fabric color. For this last towel, you can see I have a bunch of yo-yos randomly placed across the towel. I have pinned them down in preparation to sew them to the towel. I wanted to show you how I stitched the yo-yos to the towels. I have threaded my machine with white thread in the bobbin since this matches the towel color and it will show on the back. The top thread I have matched with the yo-yo color. For these yo-yos, I'm using white thread actually on the top also, but for some of these other ones, I would use green, or this one could be green or yellow, and some of them I used orange before. I have my number 1 foot on the machine, and I have my machine set to a blanket stitch. I am using the blanket stitch on my sewing machine to sew these yo-yos down. If you don't have a blanket stitch, you can use a zigzag stitch for a similar look. I have my needle set to stop in the down position. Stitch very slowly, stopping every few stitches so that you can turn to go around the yo-yo. Having the needle down helps as you're going around the yo-yo. For the blanket stitch, the straight stitches are stitching off the edge of the yo-yo, and then the blanket stitch going to the left is catching the yo-yo. Have patience as you are stitching around the yo-yos. Back tack and cut the thread after going around each yo-yo. Change the top thread colors as needed. So there you can see the first one, I have stitched it down. I'll finish this last towel and come back to you to show you the results. So here's the last finished towel. All the yo-yos are stitched down and will stay when this towel is washed. Here's the back of the towel. Since I used white bobbin thread, the stitches mostly blend into the towel. I think these designs would look wonderful on the front of a pillow, or sew them to a shirt, or use them as an embellishment on jeans, purses, or other items. This is a fun way to be creative and come up with your own pattern. We hope you enjoyed seeing these towels I made with yo-yos. If you would like to see our tutorial on how to make yo-yos, check in the description below. We will also have more photos and links to purchase the yo-yo makers on the webpage for this project. Like and share our videos, and if you're not a subscriber, subscribe to our channel so you won't miss future videos. Visit our website, needlepointers.com, for lots of other quilting tutorials and free projects. While you are there, sign up for our free weekly newsletter so you won't miss new tutorials. Happy sewing!